Am I the asshole for my reaction when I learned that my fiance returned my wedding dress and replaced it with the one his mom picked for me? My fiance, male 33, and I, female 28, are getting married in December. His mom is the intrusive type, but she's nice overall and we somewhat get along. I hate to admit that wedding planning has been an absolute nightmare. His mom wasn't willing to agree on most things, and my fiance said that since he's her only son, then I should respect and appreciate this vision she has for the wedding and how it should be. She insisted to come along for wedding dress shopping. I took her with me and my mom and friends. I was so lucky to have found what I was looking for. But she picked a dress that she liked so much and said that she always pictured her son's bride in it. Mom and friends thought this line was creepy. I thought the dress was somewhat creepy and totally not my type. I apologized and thanked her for her vision, but told her that I'd already decided on a dress that I had envisioned myself wearing at my wedding. She got all pissy because of it apparently, then must have told my fiance because he came home in the evening ranting about how I made his mom upset and turned down her help in choosing the wedding dress and excluded her from the process. I asked, what process? Duh, it's just a wedding dress, my wedding dress, so I really didn't get how she should get a say at all. He got upset and said that this attitude of mine isn't working on him or his mom. He said that I should consider the dress his mom wanted me to buy, especially knowing that both dresses weren't that much different anyway, like she said, but I told him yes, they were different, like so much different. Anyways, we argued about it, then we dropped it. Yesterday I came home and found out that he had returned my wedding dress and replaced it with the one his mom wanted. I called him and he was straightforward about what he did and why he did it. I lost it and started screaming at him. He asked me to calm down and really give this dress a chance. I refused to even listen. I screamed at him without giving him a chance to speak. He got home and we had an argument. I then went to stay with one of my friends and he kept calling and calling, then texting saying that I overreacted and it's his wedding too, so it wasn't cool how I screamed at him. He insisted I give this dress a chance. He went on and on about how his mom has a vision and good intentions and just wants what's best for me as her future daughter-in-law. Mom is livid and has been wanting to go scream at him and his mom, but my dad said that this isn't worth ruining my relationship with my in-laws. He suggested I wisen up and go with the flow, but is it too much for me to be able to pick my own wedding dress without being guilted about it just to keep the peace? Am I the asshole for my reaction? ETDQ. And as I'm editing in some answers to frequent questions I get. A. The dress she picked wasn't all too crazy but just wasn't my type. B. This issue started during wedding planning and there were other things, like way too many things we didn't agree on. But this vision has been there for quite a while. C. I am paying for the dress obviously. D. My fiance's dad is deceased. Also, his mom suffered from multiple health conditions. Has no daughters but one only son. E. He's still persisting. Hand him the ring back, say, I hope you get the wedding you and your mom have always hoped for. Walk away. Not the asshole. I swear I'm gonna. Seriously. What is up with this vision bull she keeps throwing at me just to get her way? It's her only son, she says, so what? Do you own him, ma'am? I don't even know what a fuck that's supposed to mean. To your mother-in-law, you are not a person. You are an accessory that attaches to her son's arm. If your fiance isn't willing to stand up for you and himself, you will have to get used to having her run your lives from here on out. You're not the asshole, but you kind of will be to yourself if you go through with a wedding without your fiance on your side. This dynamic isn't something that's going to go away with the wedding. Even if you smooth over the current issue, or simply come to accept her choice, it will not be the end of this. Does Mill want grandkids? Because that's going to be pretty important as soon as you're married. What are their names going to be? How do you feel about having Mill in the hospital room while you give birth? How are you going to raise them? These are going to be her only grandkids, so be prepared to be eternally compromising in favor of what she wants. Your husband has already revealed where he places the relative importance of your opinion compared to his mother's. Even if you get him to grudgingly compromise on this issue, that order of relative importance won't change without some serious effort and explicit choice on his part. You need to GTFO of this relationship original poster, before you anchor yourself to this Mill for all time. I'm normally pretty cautious to jump on this bandwagon, but your fiancé immediately starting from the position that his mom should have more input on the fucking wedding dress than the bride is so far into crazy town that I honestly don't see much hope for salvage. He returned her dress. I just can't get over that he returned her dress. I'm flabbergasted that the store allowed him to. Same. She paid for it, so how did he swing that? I'd have thought they would have called her about it as she paid. I'd be calling the dress place immediately and picking a fight. They could have stopped this. They should have stopped this. He didn't pay for it. The place I got my wedding dress from wouldn't even let him hold it cause he might see it, and that's a faux pax to modern tradition. I'm shocked. Not the asshole. It's good that this is happening now. This is not a dynamic that is going to change with either your fiancé or his mother. Run. It's the current conflict we have. So far it's the biggest one. I feel weary and unable to argue anymore. Original poster, don't let them wear you down. If you do, the rest of your marriage will be full of this BS. Your soon-to-be spouse either replaces your dress or DTMFA. Don't be a doormat. Nah. It's too late. They showed you who they are, original poster. Your fiancé and his mother expect you to be subservient to both of them. This dynamic will not change. It will get worse. Edit. Also, don't let your dad gaslight you into this marriage. He's the asshole too. What the fuck is wrong with him? Exactly, it sounds harsh to end things, but it's a clear glimpse into the future. No one who respects your autonomy and is ready to treat you as a wife is going to attack you over not siding with his mother. Not the asshole. Maybe his mom could wear it to the wedding and stand in for you. LMBO, why do I feel bad for laughing at this? Sad but true, I guess. Dude, it's so true. He doesn't want to marry you. He wants to marry his mom, so it's easier for him if you're just a blank paper doll she can project herself onto. You're going to be a surrogate for their children if you go through with this. Not the asshole. Sane response. Call off the wedding. Comedy response. Take his suit back and exchange it for a clown outfit. Not a clown suit, but the most outrageous adult onesie you can find, for Mummy's big baby. A onesie with Mommy's baby boy printed on the front. Not the asshole. Wise up and run a mile. Next step is picking your honeymoon and coming along. Run, 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 and then run some more. Also, your dad is being ridiculous too. My dad is your typical yes man, who has no knowledge of boundaries whatsoever. The stories I could tell about my childhood with him. There's still some messed up stuff he did that I carry with me into adulthood. It's messed up. Well, there's your answer. Do you want to turn into a version of your father, with no boundaries and no backbone? Not the asshole, in case you were wondering. Or worse, do you want decades of bitterness and frustration to turn you into you mother-in-law and do this to your own daughters and daughters-to-be? This is how this endless cycle perpetuates of brides never getting their own weddings and then co-opt their daughters to finally have what they wanted for themselves. Do you plan on having kids? Now imagine your mill disagreeing with something you want to do for those children, and how your mama's boy fiancé will side with her instead of you. Not the asshole. I am sorry, but leave while you can. Yes. We do. Absolutely horrific when kids are involved. Kids are hard work, and to have to deal with this on top of it? No ma'am. Thank you. In ta WTH did I just read? I have no idea why you want to marry this man. He clearly has one woman he hold above everyone. And guess what, that's not you. I am shocked at the audacity of his mother. And even more so of his behavior. Please do some soul searching. And looking at his past behavior if he has done something similar. Just imagine if you have kids. Will she think it's her experience? This all started escalating with the wedding planning. My head hurts so bad I feel like I've been spinning for weeks. Please note it's not uncommon for abusers to utilize their parents to aid in their abuse. This is how it starts. He's got you locked in with the engagement. She starts ramping up her behaviors. He utilizes that as a chance to show you your place by punishing your disobedience. Note how hard it is to focus on him. It seems like the big issue is an overbearing mill and he's just being a mama's boy. But focus on him. He told you to do something ridiculous. When you rightfully refused, he punished you. He stole your dress and traded it. This is not really about her original poster. Keep your eyes on his behavior. This right here. Not the asshole, and do not, under any circumstance, marry this person and his mother, because make no mistake, you'll be marrying both if you go through with it as things stand. This has so many red flags, it's not funny. If you come second to mommy on something like this, a piece of clothing that you will be wearing on the supposed most important day of your life, imagine what comes after. And your future husband thinks it's okay? You are not overreacting, you're underreacting because the wedding needs to be cancelled pronto. Seriously. Doesn't this guy have friends, or other humans around him who aren't mom? Surely anyone would tell him how creepy, controlling, disrespectful, abusive, and just plain wrong this actions were. I have never heard of a better moment definition for underreacting. Not the asshole. But this isn't really about a dress, is it? This is about boundaries and about a fiancé who is already making it clear how you rate compared to his mom. Run far. Run fast. Don't look back. I'm imagining mommy picking out her underwear next, because, surely she has a vision about the wedding night, 2FFS. Molly, you in danger, girl. This will be the rest of your life. She doesn't like your choice of baby name? His mummy will be naming the child. She doesn't like your decorating choices? Your house is getting repainted when you're not there. He decides your cooking isn't good enough? Mummy is moving in to take care of her precious boy. Seriously, run. Not the asshole. Didn't even read the post. The title was more than enough. You should read it though, just in case. There is no just in case. He doesn't care that this is your wedding too. He's not letting you have a say, even in your wedding dress. Your life will always be what his mom wants, not what you want. Tell him to marry his mother if he wants to marry someone in her dress. This guy seems like a step beyond a mama's boy, and your relationship is always going to include her. Be prepared, it will always be them against you. Does he have friends that can talk some sense into him? I wouldn't normally suggest getting others involved, but sometimes people don't listen to those when they should. They have to hear it from an outside source when he's being AD. Definitely not the asshole. Wow. Just girl, for real, you are lucky you're seeing this before you get married. This is the most absurd controlling behavior, and it's only going to get worse after you get married. Trust me, he seems to have a really unhealthy relationship with his mother, and his mother seems to have a huge issue with boundaries. Guess what's going to happen when you have kids? You'll have no say, only his mother. His mother will be their mother because it's her vision. I was in a relationship like this once, and it never changed. I was always second. I was in the hospital with a sudden life-threatening issue, and his mom, an hour after learning about me in the hospital, made him come to her house, 2 hours away, to help her build something she bought, and he went. Like, what a fuck. You are absolutely not the asshole in the slightest. Their behavior is not normal. Holy crap, please, for the love of God, run. Run, 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 run. Greater than, and he went. That's awful. I'm sorry you had to meet a person like that. Your dad is wrong. This is worth ruining the relationship over. Marry him and get a lifetime of being treated this way. Is that what you want? Not the asshole. Seriously? Not the asshole. This man is 33 and lets his mother decide which dress his future wife will wear at her own wedding? Then goes behind your back and returns your dress and replaces with one his mommy likes better? Girl, you better run. They are completely enmeshed. He will always do what his mother wants without any regards to your wants or needs. And any future kids will be handled his mom's way. There are so many red flags here. You will never be able to have your own opinion. You will always have to bend to his mother's ideas. The man needs serious therapy. He obviously doesn't respect you, and he'll never put you first. And your dad is mistaken. You are not ruining the relationship, your fiance is. Does your father expect you to be a meek, do as you're told, never have an opinion life? Your fiance and his mom will decide where you'll live, if you'll work, how to decorate your home, how many kids you'll have, how you should dress them, feed them, raise them. Is that what you want for your future?